Hello, YouTubers. It's Bigbabysld. I am back again. This time I'm talking. No classical music over my video. I see everybody wasn't a big fan of that. So, back to giving my commentary. And let me start you off with some Hulk reprints. Everybody knows I'm a fan of the reprints. I got no beef with reprints. I love them. And let me start you off with Marvel Superheroes, number 60, mint condition book. We have Marvel Superheroes number 62. And Marvel Superheroes featuring the Hulk 64 with Kazar on the cover. These were just some, I stopped at the comic book shop, some random buys. A couple of these I got in the mail, but most of these are from my favorite comic book shop, downtown Manhattan. They're on 14th Street, 7th Avenue. Here's Giant Size X-Men number 1. This I have a reader's copy of. This is Hulk 261. There was a big chunk taken out of it, like right around Hulk's hand. That piece of that page is missing. So I happened to come across this and I picked it up. Hulk taking on the Absorber Man. Here is Hulk 175. I didn't even have it in order. Hulk 175, Hulk and Black Bolt. And Hulk 349, mint condition. Let me remove these. Here we have Giant Size X-Men. Oh, excuse me. Giant Size. I wish it was a Giant Size X-Men. This is Giant Size Avengers number 5. This comic here, I picked up in a trade. I traded online. One of my previous videos, I had two of the same comic books. I traded the lower grade Daredevil. There were 2 Daredevils, which was also in good condition, but I traded that. And I was sent Secret Origins Shazam number 3. I've always had an interest in Shazam. He showed me the list, and this is the book that I picked. Here's a good book. If you see this, pick it up. It's a Batman special number 1. Big Batman fan. I'm slowly getting there. I've been collecting Batman a lot in the last 2 years. But slowly getting there. I love Batman. And Batman Annual number 12. Here we have Marvel Premiere 22. I have a lot of Marvel Premieres. These issues that I'm showing I didn't have yet. This featuring Iron Fist, Marvel Premiere 22, and Marvel Premiere 21 also featuring Iron Fist. Get this out of here. Doctor Strange Annual 1. Not a big Doctor Strange guy, but I always preferred him when he was in the Defenders. The amount of comics I have on Doctor Strange you can count on both hands. But I like this cover, and eventually I will get around to reading it. My favorite Doctor Strange storyline, and I do have that, is when he was taking on Dracula. This is out of the ordinary for me. This is Spawn, Image Comics, Spawn number 7. I'm not a Spawn guy, but I deal with a certain seller on Atomic Avenue, and I guess I'm one of his better customers. and he sent me a freebie comic book, and he sent me Spawn number 7. Nice guy. I would have to question. He sees the type of comics that I order, what made him send me a Spawn, but that's okay. I'm not knocking it. This is my second Spawn book. The first one I got the same way. Somebody sent it to me. Is a freebie because I was a good customer. But I would have preferred a Marvel or even a DC, but that's okay. I have some Superman annuals. The Adventures of Superman, Annual 1. I like that cover. Superman, Annual 2. Superman, Annual 3. And Superman, Annual 10. Back to Marvel, we have Invaders. Invaders number 35. Here's Invaders 38. As you can see, this is in awful condition. I've had this book for years. It's probably the first Invaders comic book I've had. I mean, big bend right here in the corner. The spine, you can see for yourself. You can see this is a reader's copy, so I do what I do best. When I see a better copy in the store, I'll pick it up. This is almost mint. Almost, except for this little chipping right here in the corner. But you know what? I picked it up anyway. And, I got a question, YouTubers. Can somebody explain something to me? What is 12p? What does that 12p mean? Does anybody know that? Actually, I'm just noticing something now. Marvel All Color Comics, the Marvel Comics Group. I just realized this. I never noticed this all the years I've owned this comic book. And Marvel Comics Group. So of course this is a foreign sold comic book. It's the first time I've ever noticed that. Well, I never had anything to compare it to, but I've never known, I've never read this. And the continuation, Invaders 39. I like that cover. That's a nice cover. I don't have the reader's copy on me to show you. It's packed away somewhere, but I had my original copy of Iron Man 165 was a reader's copy, so I came across this and I picked this up. This is a good comic book here. And Iron Man 194, I needed this for my collection. This is when Jim Rhodes wore the costume. He wore the Iron Man armor from issue 171 to 200. If I'm wrong, correct me, but if I'm correct, it's from 171 and 200 that Jim Rhodes wore the Iron Man costume. And of course, before I left, I had to pick up a couple of graphic novels. Here we have Final Crisis. Batman and Robin, Batman Reborn. I was kind of curious, now that Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne's son Damian is in the costume. I actually liked it. I enjoyed it. Dick Grayson didn't come on as a Bruce Wayne look-alike. Everybody in the comic knew there was something different about him. He's not trying to be the same character that Bruce Wayne was. He's coming into Batman and making Batman his own character, which I liked. And last but not least, as we all know, you can't walk into any comic book store. soon as you walk into the store at this time, you're gonna get bombarded with Green Lantern comic books everywhere for a movie that I cannot wait. The previews look awesome, and I will run out on opening day to see Green Lantern. You have Green Lantern on one side of the front of the shop, and you have Thor on the other side. Now, I recently saw the Thor movie, and don't shoot me, YouTubers. Don't shoot me. The movie had great special effects. The special effects were on point, but I can't say too much for the movie though. I mean, the special effects were good. If I had to give Thor 1 out of 4 thumbs up, 1 out of 4 stars, I'd have to give it 2.5. But this is just Big Baby SLD's opinion. But I am waiting for Captain America, and I am especially waiting for Green Lantern. Alright, so I guess you got to see some of my new books, and you got a critique of a movie. So this is Big Baby SLD, and until next time, out.